Alright, hey, it's Player again. So I'm going to be starting a new series called Player Storytime, where I'm just going to go over different stories or events that have happened in my life, whether it be from previous jobs or real life interactions that I've had. Now, for legal reasons, obviously I won't use actual names or company names. So this first story that I want to tell on this little series, because I need to find a series where I don't have to spend any money, but I can at least entertain or do something. And I figured this would give me a chance to work on my speaking skills, as I know I talk really fast and sometimes it's hard to understand me, so hopefully this will help me be more precise with my wording. So anyways, this story is about we had a crazy we had a crazy customer who would come into our store. We called her Crazy Karen, for short. At least 3 times a week, she'd come to our store we would close before COVID happened at 10 p.m. on the dot. We would close the stores and we'd go through, start cleaning, and do our closing shift, which would go till about 11 or 12. And then we'd go home. So she would come exactly at 9:40, go into our store, and window shop and actually shop for stuff till about 10:30, 10:40, or until our manager would come and get her and kick her out of our store because she was staying way past our closing time. Well, this one day, my manager allowed me to go and register because I usually did closing. I was a bagger. I cleaned the floors. I mopped. I did janitor work. But he said, hey, we're down to cashier. Do you mind cashiering for me tonight? I said, no problem. Crazy Karen comes up to my line. Now, mind you, she's a very elderly woman, and she was wearing the tightest yoga pants and t-shirt that she could wear that's see-through. You could literally see everything. And she would show up in this outfit regardless of the temperature. It could be 70 degrees outside, 60 degrees, 80, 90, long yoga pants, see-through, everything. It was bad. Why she decided to wear that outfit? She claimed she went to the gym until they kicked her out, and then she would come to our store and shop and get her stuff and then go home. Okay, I can sort of understand that if she's working out every day and then coming to our store to get snacks or whatever. Like by events? So she comes into my line. Now, she already has a reputation of not liking me because I was, at the time, the guy who'd get the carts, and I made sure at the cleaning the floors and everything. So she didn't like me because one time a cart got near her car, and she claimed I was trying to dent her car. It's a Fiat. I don't know if it's an expensive car. She made it out to be the super expensive car that I was trying to ding up because I didn't like her for some reason. Which was not the case. Never hit her car. I always pulled carts away from her car just because of this reason. So she comes in my line. She's like, are you the only cashier? I look at her. I'm like, yes. Why? And she's like, I need a different cashier. You go too fast for me. I had a reputation as a cashier when I did do the cashiering on the side sometimes to go very fast. But I like to get my customers in and out. The faster I can get them out of my store, the faster I can go to the next person, the happier the customer is. As long as I'm not being aggressive, getting rid or breaking anything, there's no problem. She claimed I whipped her yogurts around too fast, yada yada. So anyways, I'm like, no, I'm the only cashier. How can I help you today? So she gave me the bananas. Now, she wanted me to break off the bananas individually, not the packs of bananas. She wanted each banana individually bagged and ripped off from the pack that they were, claiming that she needed to scan them individually for her bank to accept them. Maybe there is some transaction thing. I don't see how the bank would see that better than like 20,000 bananas on 20,000 different receipts, but whatever. So I went and did that for her. And then she wanted them individually bagged. Okay, whatever, I did that for her. And then she started with the yogurts. Now, she would always give us the fake, or not fake coupons, sorry. She'd give us the real coupons, but they were for the wrong product. And tell us, hey, you gotta take off this coupon for this yogurt. It goes to it. It never did. It was always a different brand, but the manager that day told me to let it slide, just so we could get out of the store faster. So I did. And I started putting the yogurts in the bag. Now, I may have put a yogurt or two upside down, or maybe they flipped upside down. And all of a sudden, she starts yelling at me. Player, you gotta stop bagging. You're doing it wrong. You gotta let me do it. And I look at her, I'm like, what did I do wrong? I put the yogurts in the bag. How could I possibly screw that up? She's like, you put them in upside down. And I'm like, what's the problem with that? Is, like, are they open? And she said, no. They'll go bad if you flip them upside down. I've never heard that before. Someone let me know in the comments below if that's actually a thing. If yogurt goes bad if it flips upside down. I looked into it a little bit. I didn't see anything, so I don't know if she's just making that up or what. So, I rebag everything. I flip it all properly. And then she has me get her apple juice. Now, I grab it sideways. She told me I had to put it back because the juice was going to come out of it. I didn't understand what she meant by that because the lid was on tight. It wasn't open. So there's no way there's juice going to be coming out of that thing. Whatever. So I went out. I got her a new one. I came back. So then she goes to her car to put away her groceries. And usually I go out there to wait for her. Or she tells the manager that I'm rushing her when I'm waiting for the last cart. So I could bring it in so I could start my job, which was cleaning the floors and doing janitor work. So she has the audacity because someone, I don't know if it's a customer or employee who put a cart near her car. It was like right next to her door. I think it was purposefully put there, but I'm not sure. So she goes into our store again and argues for 20 minutes with the store manager saying that someone tried dinging her car. Someone tried sabotaging her car and she's going to sue us for it. So we go into security cameras and we look and we don't see anything. Her car was out of view of the security camera, so we couldn't see anything and we just wanted her to go away. So we're like, look, we can't do anything. Here's corporate number. Take it up to them. So I go about my business and then about 2 hours later, I'm ending my shift. So it's like 12 a.m. at this point. I'm hopping on my bike. She's still out in her car watching us leave the store and then she goes and drives off. What she's doing, I have no idea. And it was very bizarre. The sad part is she was a regular customer for us. So this would happen every day of my life that I worked at this retail store, which was just a grocery store. And I had to deal with this. Now, I have so many other stories about her that I could bring up in a little series if anyone's interested. I don't even know how this is going to go. People may be like, Player, this is boring. No problem. I get it. We're trying something new. Let me know. Player signing out. That's the end of this story.